Welcome back to Trails from Zero. It's not Trails from Zero. Welcome back to Trails Through Daybreak. Oh my goodness.
Alrighty.
I need coffee. Pretty much. But it'll have to wait. Okay, we're in the Blacklight District. We're trying to track down Bingo's thing, his notebook. And I am concerned that there's so many of these red exclamation marks around. So I want to finish this quest before I start any other ones. Hi. Oh, you can always change. But you gotta want to change.
I'll be seeing you.
She does not have anything for sale, even though it kind of looks like she does. Here we go. Rare items.
I've got some fine wares for sale.
You know, I keep forgetting to use these. I have several.
Best come again soon. I've got some fine wares for sale.
Cannot be used as currency.
Best come again soon. I've got some. Best come again soon.
Okay. Let's go ahead and give that gift.
Thank you.
Yay!
I'm maxed out with her. And what do you have, sir?
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get this for her. Oh wow, actually got some nice stuff. We will run out of money very quickly if I do this though. Yeah, I'll give her some shoes. Yeah.
We await your next visit.
Revolution Festival? Celery? Celebrations? Yes! Well then,
Let's
that
talk
works.
if you've got a minute. Don't take too long to decide now.
Okay,
Come
those are all
back
things
soon.
we've tried.
Well,
Okay, where am I? Oh, I'm over here. Let's go down here.
But boss is gonna yell at you.
Ah, yes, around here. Let's see who says what. Oh! Gambler Jack is over there. Cool. What? No, I don't get what you mean. Well, if he's going on racist rants and you can shut him up, that would be good.
What'll it be? Come again.
What you guys got? Why are we talking to you? Ha 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 ha! You're drunk again. Yeah, you look like you're having the time of your life, Jack. Okay, they're trying to get the temperature of the underworld basically now that Almada's gone. I guess they've left a void. Nature abhors a void. Heard whispers about some two-bit gangster who's on the run from the feds now, after he did some work for those guys. Word is, he's camping out somewhere in the Tyrol district. Don't have anything else to go on, but I figured you might want to go. No. Is that our drug dealer? The Tyrol district. Oh, that's a good tip. Appreciate it. Well, have fun, you two. Just try to stay on your feet, Jack, all right?
Well,
Okay, so that's not our story. Let's go over this way.
I like it.
Oh, do I need to go up? Yeah, up. Excuse me, guys.
wanna get a drink together?
Oh, it's...
Ooh, you look dangerous.
I'm... Okay. Ah, stuff I do not have. Purchase. Purchase. Money stream. Get that. And sure enough, I'm running out of money. Too many things to buy here.
I'd better see you again.
Let me ask you something.
Oh, it's you. Mistress. Are you running some sort of club there, mistress? You know, I thought I knew you well, but I had no idea you and Dingo went so far back. Level with me here. You were the one helping him investigate Almada's illegal adult business, weren't you? Yeah, that's right. We must have worked together for, a decade, I want to say. We both had to keep it on the down low in order to operate freely, though. He and I had known each other since we were both up in Misseldam. That long, huh? Guess that makes sense. If you don't mind me asking, how did the two of you, meet? Oh, it wasn't anything special. He was a newly minted intel broker, and I was your common whore, making ends meet out on the streets. We had a nice little thing going. He'd buy information I coaxed from my clients, and I'd do him some favors in kind. Scratched my back, I scratched his. This is all news to me. Can we assume that Dingo hadn't started doing any reporting work back then? More or less. I will say, for an errand boy working underground, he had a certain naivete to him back then. Maybe because he was still so young. I had an acquaintance who worked at a local paper. I remember he was pretty intrigued about that side of things. I'll also mention it was yet 8 years ago when I made the move to Edith and set up shop down here. But before I left, he gave me some top-secret information as a parting gift. His intel and his connections have always been a huge help to me. Leave it to the lady killer to snooze his way into the underground. He really helped a lot of people while he was alive, didn't he? But he did. Later on, after everything went down in Messeldam, that's when he ended up drifting into town. Personally, I was happy to see him make a clean break and get into a better line of work with better people. You never know what life has in store for you. Maybe the goddess took a liking to him and threw him a bone. Maybe so, yeah. Sorry to interject, but what happened to him in Misseldam? I don't know anything about that. I wish I could tell you, honey, but it's not really my place to say. That all happened after I left, so I only heard things through the grapevine. But I won't leave you empty-handed. If you're looking for his notebook, I've got some information I'd be happy to share. No one brought up the notebook. Really? You do that? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Just to clarify, we're looking for this black leather notebook he used to carry around. You've seen it before, I take it? Sure have. He'd been looking for a place to stash it away. I offered to hold on to it myself, but he turned me down. Can't blame him for being so cautious when he was going up against Almada. But I did hear him mutter about asking someone for help on his way out of town for a piece. That was 3 days before everything went down in Cray, for reference. Holy cow, what timing. That's a valuable clue there. Actually, now that she mentions it, how did Dingo get to Cree? Do you have any ideas, Sam? He had this tiny-ass car, but he never drove it all that much. He was always paranoid of people following him. Usually he took a train or a bus when he had to go out to the sticks. Probably flew a bit from time to time, too. But I don't know what he did here. Same. We're talking about a guy who knew all of their tricks by that point. He might as well just been moving randomly. Sure as hell wouldn't take something as obvious as public transport. Not when Almada had eyes everywhere. Exactly. I think we can rule out his own car, too. That would have carried its own risks. Thinking realistically, he probably would have... I have no idea. What would he have done? Rented a car? Hashtag on a truck? Taken a taxi? Isn't a taxi, like, close enough to public transport that you probably want to do that? None of the rest of them make any sense either. I'm gonna go with taking a taxi. But then, there's that taxi driver we talk to sometimes. I think chances are pretty good our guy took a taxi. Well, that was fairly random, but I got it right. Yay. 2 points for me. 3, 1, no idea. Sure as hell ain't cheap, but it had given him the lowest profile and the most flexibility. Might blend right in on the road. Oh, good thinking. You might be onto something, Van. Taxis are pretty commonplace, especially for people heading out of town. There's no way Almada could have been monitoring every single taxi running in Edith. So let's say he did take a taxi. What kind would he have taken? Probably one of those independent ones instead of a company taxi, right? That's a good point. Self-employed driver would have given him more flexibility. I bet you we need to go talk to that taxi driver that enjoys showing a tourist around. Sounds like you guys have your next lead. I have no idea who the driver could be, unfortunately. Maybe it was one of his friends. My guess is he had a driver he hired on the regular. Someone he could trust. That ring any bells for you, sweetheart? You know something? It actually does. I remember Dingo would sometimes hail a taxi to get to a reporting site. He mostly took one that had this black and yellow checkered pattern around the bottom. The driver was an eccentric guy, too, from what I recall. Oh, wow, that's really good information. Bet you were able to remember that. You said it. I'll have to look into that once we're done here. Anyway, thanks for the chat, mistress. I'll pay you back sometime. Yes, thank you so much. I have no idea how grateful I am. Oh, don't mention it. I owe Dingo that much. That said, you can always repay me by coming back here to play, you know. Don't forget that. But yeah, Dingo would tell me stories about you two sometimes. The punk-ass Spriggan and the newbie reporter he had befriended. I do hope you were able to track down his notebook. If there's anyone out there he'd want to inherit it, I imagine it'd have to be you two. Thank you. We'll do our best. We're sure as hell gonna try. You're a waste to just let it go after doing all this work for it. Yep, I think it must be that guy that we talk to occasionally. Oh my goodness, what is that girl in the background wearing? I have to go have a look. Central Station. The food stalls at Central Station?
Come on, spill some blood.
It's quite a contrast between what the two of you ladies are wearing. Anything else? Okay, let's see. This is a dead end, right? Yes. Okay.
Seriously?
Whoa. Oh my gosh, there's a couple of Jaegers. It's a lot to scare a Jaeger. Oh my gosh! Oh, okay, they're fainted, not dead. Why are they faint? What happened? I think I might know. Got a hunch these fools tried barking up the wrong tree, and they paid the price. Hard. Oh, shit. It would explain it. Well, I'd say they had it coming then. I did not expect to see any of you here. Hi there. I don't think His Highness did it. I think his murderous bodyguard did. And, well, Lucia. Yes, I agree. These are a group of people I never thought knew each other, let alone hung out together. A mutual acquaintance of ours. Who? Yo, Van! Although, I suppose Mistress could set you up if that's your thing.
For real?
Ah, okay.
Alrighty.
That's good to know. Oh, really? She went to see President Rocksmith. Ex-President Rocksmith. They aren't pretending not to recognize her. The whole thing is when she's in civvies, she's supposed to be unrecognizable as Yin. Interesting. Oh, good. We might see her in future games then. And it's weird that they all know that she's Risha with I almost called it Cirque du Soleil again. Arkansas. How is this all public knowledge? I do not think Judith is lazy at all. Bit of a scatterbrain every now and again. Don't you guys get the feeling there has to be more going on? I don't know what, but it's like there's something else brewing in the air. Well, there must be, since the game isn't over, even though we're done with Chapter 5. Don't call her girl. What is it people like to say about you? That you have a nose for things? It reminds me a lot of the unclouded eye. Well, whatever comes our way, both in the festival and beyond, I'm going to take it all in stride and have a blast doing it. Interesting. Okay, that was unexpected. Oh good, I was afraid they were going to put us in the arena. So... where are we going? Didn't I say Station Street? Let's go to Station Street.
Heading to the objective.
I might be wrong. I don't see anything here. A cab guy that is not hanging out here. Okay. Oh, let's go here.
Here goes.
Oops. Wrong one. Direction down. There you go. I should check all the shops since I keep finding new things. So I'm going to go this way first.
Oh, I'm so in love with this brand.
I already know there's nothing there. And I somehow missed going into the shop.
Welcome to Erland, sir.
It's Carmen San Diego again.
We have full confidence in our products.
I don't need to change anybody's hair color.
We await your next visit.
What's next?
Thanks.
Oh, that's Jess's friend. I didn't realize she worked here. Carol. There's a crush on Jess that is going nowhere. Okay, let's go over here. Here. Vending machine.
Well,
Okay, this is one of those places where I have trouble finding doors. There we go.
That's true.
Okay.
Oh! Look who's over here. So? Zin? Is that Kilika? Wow. Oh, well, let's talk to the other people first. We did a quest for her where she was having trouble with her father. Yes, they are. I missed something.
Well.
You know what? She lost it over. Oh well. I guess I'm not talking to everyone like I should. Oh, it's Maxim! I didn't realize it was him. The guy who literally has his name on his shirt. Ha ha ha. Yes, do you? Your own scandal? What's your own scandal? Oh, I forgot about that. Wow, that was a long time ago. About him and Judith dating. Yeah, you should have just put out a prepared statement. I am so interested in this. Who all do we have? Oh, we've got her brother. And the son of the elder. Get his name. Sal. He's kind of staring at me. And that is Kilika, isn't it? Wow. Okay, where shall I come in? Let's come in here. Hopefully we can see everybody. And the Arkwright crew, I like that. And new trade rights for Hayway. I'm sure that works very nicely in your favor. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad you handed them over to the church. At least I think I'm glad. I don't know. I'm getting a little more suspicious of the church lately. Really? Really again? Interesting. On the contrary, I do have some information you might find useful. We're still tracking down some Armada holdouts that have taken to the underground, along with some of the hate groups they used for their ends. Leftovers, huh? And Milky are still on the run, too. Can't count them out just yet. He pulls those thugs back up and we'll have Armada 2 on our hands. Indeed, he's quite the wild card. We haven't seen any movements from him as of late. But then, that means he hasn't been contacting said remnants either. The Guild's working on exposing Armada's business ties. We want to pull it all out by the roots. Elaine and some S-ranks from HQ are in charge of that. Gotcha. How's she doing, out of curiosity? Sorry, can't say for sure. She should be back tomorrow, though. I'm sure she'd appreciate a nice, warm welcome when she gets home. Butt out, bucko.
Alrighty.
Sorry? Wait, what? Who? Do I remember Sid? I do not remember Sid. Is he one of the survivors, I guess? Goodness. There we go. Honestly, I was just wandering around. Okay. Nope, I still need to be here. I don't need to be in the hotel, so. So I go down here. Here. Straight. Sure, straight's the right move. Oh, there's the taxi. Take me back into the hotel? No. Check on our artist friend. It's been a while since we talked to her. Where am I compared to where the red exclamation mark is? Okay, looks like if I go this way, continue to go this way, go around here. Aha! Hang on a
Need
sec.
something?
I don't know, do I?
Alrighty.
Hey, welcome. Thanks, pal.
Well,
Okay, before we talk to them... Actually, you are just who we wanted to talk to, sir.
Let me ask you something.
Looks like we found our guy. So, word is, you were scratching Dingo's back every now and then. Yep, I may not look it, but I used to run all over the Republic, taking odd jobs on the down low. Should I know you from Cold Steel? I do not at this point recognize you. I was on the smuggling run once, and bam, I bumped right into him. That's how we met. That must have been, 10 years ago? Dingo would have been around 20, I think. Alright. So, do you know how you got tangled off with Amada back then? Oh my boy, do I ever. That was what led him to ask me for help out of the city that day. I snuck him out just like that. He hopped on a bus for Cree, and that was the last I saw of him. In retrospect, I shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't let his dumbass do that. Oh. It wasn't your fault. Don't beat yourself up over it. You weren't the one who killed him. It was Armada. Not even. Dante's owes that. You're right, yeah. Heard he got what was coming to him at the old capital. Bet Dingo's laughing up there. I'm happy Carmen came around for the bastard. I hope it makes him feel better. He really regretted being the guy's broker in the past. Dante's really wasn't the same guy once he took over. So that's his background, huh? Not trying to justify him, but Dante's used to have a good rep on the streets. Had a code and he stuck to it, and that let people trust him. No wonder he ended up so popular, how much everyone hated the head honcho before him. You got Dingo, hook, line, and sinker. Dingo was his informant. Fed him the info he needed to bring the old guy down. And now in his stead, we have this monster he built. A monster, huh? A fitting title for him. I'm not too privy to what happened beyond that, so I don't want to speculate. So you're looking for Dingo's old notebook, and you think I got it? Bingo. Please, may I please have it? Well, I'd love to give it to you, but I'm afraid I can't. Why not? Is there something you wanted done first? What? Pretty boys say it was for your eyes only? Well, he told me to keep an eye out for the Spriggan guy and a newbie reporter. If anything happened to him, he wanted me to give this here key to whichever of you two I bumped into first. Obtain coin locker key. Oh. So what is this key for? Looks like a key for a station coin locker, like you'd see around the subway. Spot on. He said he stashed it in the easiest locker he could find. I'm not sure what he meant by that, though. I have no idea which station it's at. Got it. The easier locker he could find? Where would that be? Well, that about gives it away. Oh, could it be the one by Van's office? Probably. Let's head on back and take a look. Thanks a bunch. Maybe I'll make it up to you with a joyride one of these days, when I feel like it. Ha ha ha! You just call me anytime you're flustered and I'll be your DD. So, after all that running around, it's back at the office. Okay. Did I do everything here? Yeah, I went to all the shops here. Actually, I did buy from here, right? Yeah, okay, we're good.
Thanks, pal.
Back to the beginning.
Let's do this.
Down here. We talked to her already.
Right. Say, why not take some flowers with you?
Another new... Geez, I have nothing keeping up on the gifts, have I?
I hope I see you again.
What's next?
Give somebody a ribbon. Rin. Ah, why do I keep doing that? Rin. Keep calling her Reen. I don't recall I had this problem before. Anyway, she gets a new pretty
You
ribbon.
sure know how to make a girl happy.
I already maxed out my points with you.
What do I do?
Well...
Got everything here. That key we got from the driver probably goes to one of the coin lockers here. What do you say? Shall we check what's inside? Oh. Check the coin locker. Absolutely. I'm ready. Okay, let's head in. Marielle and the others found the coin lockers tucked away in a corner of the subway station. They located the one that corresponded with the key they held, finding a black leather notebook inside. The group then proceeded to move to a quiet location in order to inspect the contents of the notebook. This is something, all right. I didn't get to talk to Dingo much, but I know for a fact he was an outstanding man. Indeed, not just anyone could pursue Almada to the degree he did without backup. It's probably his way of making amends for the role he played in Dante's rise to power. These notes mention how the previous boss's family was murdered too. Even they didn't get spared. That's horrible. Such a heavy burden for him to carry. But that wasn't his fault. He couldn't have known that was what would happen. I can't imagine he felt like he could be in the public eye anymore after that. And that's why he took me under his wing and good for nothing rookie. It appears he compiled quite a few notes about the ringleaders we took down in Auricion as well. Yeah, let's take a look. Viola. Yes. I'd say good for her, but brutal leadership is not good. Exact arms. We hear about them again. Olympia. He knows an awful lot. Most of this is stuff we only found out when they were giving us their life stories when we were fighting them. Olympia. Heretical puppeteers who worshipped a doll made in the image of an angel. Yeah, what's going on with the gardens? Amada's more or less gone. But Malkir is still out there, and he was an overseer of one of the gardens. Was he? I'm not sure, actually. Did he leave the gardens, or was he doing both at the same time? He might have been doing both at the same time. Almada and the garden. Anyway. This guy. He knew. He knew that he was ancient. Well, ancient. He knew that he was artificially had his life extended. The Garden of Rest. The empire is presumed to have vanished following a calamity 130 years ago. In its heyday, 9 groups served to protect the royal imperial line. Eastern sources indicate that he was a warrior who represented the Rahu, a tribe of white descent, hailing from the west. I'm inclined to believe it's all bullshit. But in an age where immortals like the Lance Maiden can exist in Arabonia, I can't rule out the possibility of there being some truth to it either. Well, she no longer exists there. She's gone. He's the primary suspect regarding the Eisenschild's annihilation in the outskirts of Krieg. I thought that was Melchior. I guess it was Melchior and... there was 3 of them, right? I guess it was Melchior, him, and Dantes, maybe? Speaking of Melchior, what do you know about him? One of Almada's 3 pillars, and quite possibly its most evil and sinister member. He doubles down as the Garden's ringleader and overseer of the Garden of Thorns. Thank you. I was getting confused about where he was and what he was doing. But he's both Almada and Gardens. Melchior's skill don't fall behind any of his artifact-wielding peers, being highly skilled in the use of the orbital net and being capable of infinitely spawning and freely controlling explosives. Beyond that, he also acts as Almada's main strategist and Dante's right-hand man and confidant, and possibly his lover. Though his past is shrouded in mystery, his origins might trace back to the same organization the Oathbreaker, one of Ouroboros' Anguis, also comes from. The Order of the Moonlight Horse existed since the Middle Ages, where the Oathbreaker sat among its top brass for the longest time, before losing to Ouroboros and switching sides. He's an entirely different matter and a major threat all on his own. Wrapping this back around, Melchior might have been a direct subordinate of the Oathbreaker before going on to take in the scattered remnants of that infamous cult. The D there for G cult. If that's true, that would make him something of a prince of the underworld. For someone as powerful as him to idolize Dante so much is nothing short of ominous and concerning, to say the least. Another thing that concerns me is him staying in Kree's vicinity following the Eisenschald turning into ghouls. Kree's not just some sleepy village with beautiful vistas, more than a touristic spot. It lies stuck between several forces working from the shadows. It also happens to be one of the few places in Northern Calvard was a sizable eastern and central eastern population. Knowing the source of Almada's financing, actually, I'd rather not speculate any further. So because there were people of different races there, that's why it was targeted? Is that it? Dante's. This notebook is not meant for my personal thoughts. Him being a member of the D therefore G cult before joining Almada? Did I miss that someplace? I think I missed that someplace, or I forgot. Being related to Calvert's old royal family. Yeah, I do remember that. Tales of his sword are equally as hard to believe. A gigantic blade of black and silver, thought to be an artifact hidden by the royal family. This demon blade was the instrument by which he slew Enrique, Almada's previous head. Hard as these tales are to believe, their true purpose is to strike fear to the hearts of those who hear them. To make Dante's nothing short of a living manifestation of shadows and agony. Deep as the abyss, and equally as alluring, his unquenchable thirst for fear is what draw many to him. Seductive and enchanting, it has earned him many loyal followers. But where does such unfathomable hunger come from? Unfathomable. Yeah, I'm not saying that right. Sorry. A new hypothesis surfaced recently, which might fully explain things. The sauce, however, is a little unusual, and I'm not particularly keen to take it at face value. But that's neither here nor there. The more pressing matter is his goal in Basel, that him and the others might have been after something else. His true goal, I imagine, fear, the want and need to bring about true dread and terror to the masses. He wasn't able to achieve it even with the help of a genius, but that will not put a stop to him. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his mission. Looking into this matter should take priority. That's the part that cost him his life. Regardless, he sure managed to pull a fast one on me and Tharbad. I was distracted by that call, but that's no excuse. I should have seen through him much sooner than I did. Try as he might to stay one step ahead, I'll forever be hot on his heels.
At this point, I've worked out how I'm going to get everything recorded, as well as how to leave these notes behind. Now comes the real showdown with him. It's going to be the biggest gamble I make as both a reporter and an information dealer. If, by some sheer miracle, I make it back in one piece, I'll absolutely be following up on those theories I've written about. I can already imagine the hell I'm in for with that dope of a Spriggan and that cub reporter. I really do worry about her. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's just part of the fun.
Those notes.
Dingo. Dingo.
You dumbass. Who's the real dope between us, huh?
This dude was totally nuts. How the hell did he find it in him to go that far? I can only imagine his love and care for others spurring him on to gather this much information. He was both a clever and a kind man. And he wasn't just trying to make amends or settle a scar. I don't doubt he genuinely worried for everyone's future. It goes without saying, but it's a true shame. He was taken from us far too young. just glad you two were able to find his notes. Likewise. It must have been the will of the goddess. Once Marielle collected herself, the party drove her back to the Tyrell Times. After reporting their sources, their success to the editor-in-chief, Cunning, they got back to work. As for Dingo's notes, once the contents were copied, it was decided that Marielle would hold on to the originals for safekeeping.
That's a wrap. Love to see it.
Oh, good. A
Near
random
to
guess of a taxi. One additional free point was added. You okay, Van? Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Just thinking. Is there something bothering you? Guessing the stories about the gangsters at Almada remnants are on your mind. Yeah. If Ramadi, Jack, and Killico were all talking about them, then it's definitely worth mulling over. We heard something interesting while following up on Dingo's case, too. You're referring to the account of them being sighted in the Tyrell district, correct? Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, that is kind of worrying. Maybe we should stop by Tyrell, just in case, you know? Not a bad idea. Can't hurt to check the area out again. You can probably rule out the busier parts of the district. Same for the area near the restaurant that's run by Highway. An additional mandatory investigation point has been added. Okay, what happened? I'm going to save. Oh, wait. I don't want to do that yet. I want to do my one extra point in case this ends the...
Ladder launched.
Okay. Old man's back pain, Yumi. Jack's side hustle. I'm going to do Jack's side hustle. We've totally maxed out Yumi here. There he is. Looks like Jack's got business with Yame. $10 coin? Why? Yeah, who used to own it? Oh, Jack. It's been a long time since I've read the Gambler Jack books. Really? It's hell. Interesting. Jack and Hell's game got underway as Van watched the proceedings unfold. After the pair exchanged 100,000 mirror for 10 poker chips, they began to trade blows with each hand of cards. Once the match fully heated up, all of the remaining chips were put on the line in a dramatic showdown. Ha, he's got a joker. Yeah, I figured he was trying to buy the coin for her anyway, since it was her dad's. The promise made, and proceeded to enjoy some yum cha with Jack and Hallie at Sayang. I'm mispronouncing that, sorry. Afterwards, he reunited with the others and got back to work.
We should get some drinks and have another heated round of cards soon.
Maybe I'll crack open the good stuff for you when you do. Just try not to drink
excellent.
yourself stupid, Jack.
Received victory dice. Nice. Okay, now we go here.
Here goes!
The back alley.
All these shops are so nice.
Please step on up. Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Ah,
We await your
we have
next
everything.
visit.
Good. Here. Well, looky here. Down into the waterways. Exactly. Thank you, Judith. Stop speculating and go. This handle is broken too. There's no mistaking it. Whoever did this just yanked the thing clean off. And they didn't use a tool after all. We're dealing with a freakish level of strength then. Sin, maybe? Why would Sin be doing this? There are a lot of fresh footprints in front of the door, too. Huh. Looks like we've got some huge-ass rats to flush out. You got that right. Let's have a look inside. Heads up, though. There's no telling what's waiting for us in there. Be ready for anything, understand? Got it. We should have time to stock up on equipment and items if need be. We're fine. I'm fine with that. Oh! Oh no, is this like a really, really long dungeon? Let's see. Okay, not Sid. Remnants of Almada. Oh no. I anticipated you, Van. Oh, this is a really big dungeon. Nope, I'm going to go ahead and end it right here for this session. We'll do this dungeon next time. So I'm a little worried it's going to take a while. I don't want to go over the 2-hour mark, since Twitch tends to kick me off after 2 hours, for whatever reason. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save. And we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day.